أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم ففهمنا سليمان وكلنا آتينا حكما وعلما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم سبحانك لما وحنانيك أنا لا تنسني ولا تنسني الحمد لله أفضل الحمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آله وسائر نبي وصالحين وسلم اللهم وفقني واهدني وسددني واجمع لي بين الصواب والثواب وعذني من الخطأ والهرمان آمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to another episode of Questions and Answers. I'm your host Amjad Muhammad, and I'll be with you inshallah for the rest of this hour, dealing with your questions, your queries and your curiosities. The number to call is 01274 214299. That's 01274 214299. Or if you wish to email, then the email address is amjad.muhammad, that's amjad.mohadmed at alkhair, alkhair.org.uk, and you can see it has magically appeared right about there. So there's the email address, that's the contact number for you to call in and discuss any matter of your choosing, something that may be on your mind, something where you're seeking some religious guidance upon, maybe something that you're preparing as Ramadan comes along. Remember all the promises that you made with yourself that inshallah I'm going to go through the Quran in English and make sure I understand it, or I'm going to go through the Quran in Urdu so I can understand it, or I'm going to pray my qadha salahs, or I'm going to learn tajweed properly, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And you know, all those fantastic ideas that you had in Ramadan, all those fantastic plans that you had in Ramadan, unfortunately, as soon as Eid day came, they were put away like the mushaf, they were put away like the musalla, they were put away like the tasbih, and filed away for next year. Do not disturb until next Ramadan, you said to yourself, and you put them on a shelf, and not just any shelf, on a high shelf, so that you could not reach it, so that that there's a temptation for you to bring your mushaf down, there's a temptation for you to bring your musalla down, there's a temptation for bringing your tasbih down, and you thought, I'll worry about this next year. And next year has come. Before you've realized it, the month of Ramadan is virtually upon us. We are weeks away from the month of Ramadan. We are something like, is it 3rd of March or something today? Nope, 2nd of March. So, you know, another 21 days, 3 weeks. Okay, this time next week we could be in Taraweeh and Ramadan will be upon us. So again, very important that if you did make those plans, if you did have those ideas, if you did have those suggestions, then it is absolutely important that you get those sorted in these next few weeks. Bilkul, you may not get a chance to memorize or learn new things, because the other thing you might have made is a dream, an ambition, a goal, an aim is to memorize the last 10 surahs of the Quran. Or it might be that you made a goal to memorize the whole of Amma Para, Amma Yatasa'alun, or whatever, Surah Yasin, Surah Mulk, Surah Rahman, Surah Waqi'ah. You know, you may have made Surah Hamim Sajda, you may have made intentions to memorize these surah, and again Ramadan is now back and you haven't done that. Or on the other hand, it might be that you are looking to calculate your zakah. So if you're trying to calculate your zakah and you're getting a bit confused, you're not sure how to do it, you're trying to work out what are my assets, you know, do I need to give zakah on my child trust funds? Do I need to give my zakah on this? Do I need to give zakah on that? So again, these are other matters which you may wish to call in to get some clarity on. That's the reason why Iqra TV has this particular program on daily, 5 days in the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, so that if you have any of these particular masail and you want them clarifying, then you can get them clarified for you, inshallah. So we have a significant, decent amount of time for you to make that call. We did receive an email on amjad.muhammad@alkhair.org.uk yesterday, but for some reason I missed it, so my apologies to whoever sent it. We will deal with that question now. Okay, Let me see if I can find it. There we go, and there we go. Hold on, it's this one. Let me just deal with these. Click all them off. That's it. Here we go. There we are. So, Assalamu alaikum, Mufti Sahab. Is it possible to provide your views on Shab-e Barat in Sha'ban? And if there are any authentic ahadith which supports Shab-e Barat? Okay, interesting question. Interesting question. Okay, so we are currently on the, what are we on? We are on the 9th of Sha'ban now. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6 days from now will be the 15th of Sha'ban, or Nisfu Sha'ban, or Sha'ban Barat as it's referred to. And what people tend to do is they feel that they should fast on the 15th and that they should engage in particular acts of worship or things of that nature on the night of the 15th. Now we know that there is nothing special with regards to fasting specifically on the 15th of Sha'ban. Having said that, fasting in Sha'ban generally is something which is recommended in the first 15 days. So in the first 15 days, there is a recommendation to fast to prepare for Ramadan. However, as we start to get into the second half of Sha'ban, then it is better to avoid fasting. Reason being is so that we acknowledge and respect the importance and the significance and the special status of Ramadan, which is going to come, inshallah, in 10-15 days time. So that is our purpose, so that we prepare for that, so that we don't think, we do not underestimate its value, we do not underestimate its significance. So when it comes, we are looking forward to it. And similarly, what we don't do is we weaken our strength, we weaken our resolve, and we fast for 15, 20 days of Sha'ban, and when Ramadan comes, we feel weak, we feel tired, we feel lethargic, and we cannot maximize our reward in Ramadan. With regards to the night of the 15th of Sha'ban, then there are numerous narrations, hadith, which are weak. However, collectively, they seem to point towards there's some special significance of this particular night as such. Okay, not that is, there is absolute yaqeen, but there seems to be some substance to it. So if a person was to, because remember the night comes after Maghrib. So as soon as you have prayed Maghrib, it is the night. It isn't as though you have to wait till midnight or 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning for you to think that now it is Maghrib. It is night, but rather after Maghrib it is night. So if you engage in some acts of worship, if you engage in dua, if you engage in tilawatul Quran, if you engage in nawafil, if you engage in making istighfars, if you engage in your azkar, things of that nature, then it is a good thing. But rather than, as they say, putting all your eggs in one basket and not doing anything for the first 13, 14 days of Sha'ban, and not doing anything for the next 15 days of Sha'ban, and only waiting for the 15th, then that's not right either, because it does not have that kind of significance that you have to risk everything. Rather, be in the habit of giving some part of your evening to the remembrance of Allah. So you are doing some, usually before you go to sleep, that is a good time, because you are now going to sleep. You don't know if you're going to wake up in the morning. It could be that you die tonight, and therefore it is good to do what we call muhasaba. Muhasaba meaning you start to calculate, do your accounting. What good have I done today? What bad did I do today? Did I do more good? Did I do more bad? I'll carry on, but I'm going to interrupt myself because we've got a caller who's called in and we've only got a few minutes, so I'm going to take the call. Somebody's called on 01274 214299. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Well, something about shall I speak in English or Urdu?
Whichever is easy. English is good, Urdu is good.
जी, वो ये कि देखिए ये अल्लाह कहता है कि वो जो आयत है ज़लमु अनफुसहुम ला तक़नतू मिन रहमतिल्लाह इन्नल्लाह गफूरुर रहीम। अच्छा, मेरा सवाल ये है आपसे कि मैंने जवानी में यानी 20 साल पहले 25 साल पहले नमाजें नहीं पढ़ी या रोज़े नहीं रखे, कुछ ऐसा हो गया जिसकी वजह से मैं नहीं रख पाया। अब मैं इस एज में हूँ कि रोज़े रख सकता हूँ और जाहिर अब इस आयत के रूह से तो अगर आपने तौबा कर ली और अल्लाह की रहमत से आपने उम्मीद रखी है तो वो इस आयत की रूह से तो आप बच जाएंगे।
जी, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर भाई साहब, मैं इनको अब जवाब देंगे इंशाल्लाह।
थैंक यू।
ठीक है जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाह। तो बात ये है कि अगर हमने कोई ज़्यादती की यानी या कि कोई गुनाह किए कि अगर नमाज फ़र्ज़ थी और हमने नमाज नहीं पढ़ी, या कि रोज़ा थी हमने रोज़ा नहीं रख लिया, या कोई और जैसे हज का फ़र्ज़ हो गया लेकिन हम हज के लिए नहीं गया, तो बात ये जब हम थोड़ी से इल्म आए और हम जैसे अपने जाहिलियत से थोड़ी से इल्म की वजह से जहन में एक बात आ गया कि भाई ये मैंने बहुत गलती की, मैंने उनको अभी ठीक करना पड़ेगा। तो पहले ये कि तौबा करना है, इसलिए कि पहले जो अगर आदमी को जहन में आ गया कि मैंने गलती बहुत की, तो पहले से पहले तौबा करना है। तो जब आदमी ने तौबा किया, फिर इसके बाद तौबा के बाद उनको तसहीह करना है, यानी सही करना है, ठीक करना। जैसे अगर खुदा न खास्ता एक आदमी, मैंने उनको 10,000 दिया और मैंने उनको कहा कि भाई आज आप मुझको ये जनवरी पहली तारीख़ में मुझे ये पैसे वापस दे दो। तो अभी तो मार्च शुरू हो गया और ना वो फ़ोन उठा रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं है। मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, उनके भाई से भी पूछ रहा हूँ, दूसरों दोस्तों से भी पूछ रहा हूँ कि भाई कहाँ गया अब्दुल्ला। वो उनके पास मैंने 10,000 पैसे, मैंने उनको साफ़ कहा कि पहली तारीख़ जनवरी में मुझे वापस देना चाहिए, और उन्होंने हाँ भी कहा, लेकिन अभी फ़ोन नहीं उठा रहा है, मुलाकात भी नहीं कर रहा है। फिर वो उनको थोड़ी सी सोच उसका दिल में आ गया कि भाई मैंने तो गलती किया मुफ्ती साहब से। मैंने उनको कहा कि भाई पहली तारीख़ में आपको 10,000 वापस देंगे, मैंने ना उनको फ़ोन उठाया, ना मैसेज भेज दिया, कुछ भी नहीं। तो वो मेरे पास आ गया, कह रहे कि सॉरी मुझे माफ़ कर लो, मुझे माफ़ कर लो, इसलिए कि मैंने आपको 10,000 जो थी ना मैं आप मेरे पास है, मैंने कहा कि मैं आपको दूँगा लेकिन मैंने नहीं दिया, तो मुझे माफ़ कर लो। तो मैं कह रहा हूँ कि भाई माफ़ है, ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम, हाँ आपसे गलती हुई है, नहीं होना चाहिए लेकिन आपने किया। लेकिन ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं आपको कर्ज़ भी माफ़ कर रहा हूँ, बस मैं माफ़ी ये दे रहा हूँ कि आपने वक्त पर कर्ज़ मुझे नहीं दिया। तो जब माफ़ी हम अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला से मांग रहे हैं, ये माफ़ी मांग रहा है कि हमने वक्त पर नमाज नहीं की, कि हम सॉरी है कि आपने अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला ने साफ़ कहा है कि भाई फ़जर पढ़ना है, ज़ोहर पढ़ना है, असर पढ़ना है, मगरिब, ईशा, वितर, हमने नहीं पढ़ी। तो हम इसकी यानी गुनाह की वजह से हम माफ़ी मांग रहे हैं। लेकिन कर्ज़ जो है उनको अभी क़ज़ा पर नहीं करेगा, इसलिए इसे डेट। तो इसकी वजह से ये फिर क़ज़ा हमको कैलकुलेट करेंगे। जब हमने कैलकुलेट किया फिर हम शुरू करेंगे कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जितने हमारी ताकत है, जितना हम वक्त निकाल सकता है, इतने ऐसे हम नमाज इंशाअल्लाह ताला और रोज़े ऐसे करेंगे। Just a minute and a half or so left, so I'll just explain that in English. With regards to a person who owes salahs or who owes fasts or who owes something, and when it comes to one is about seeking forgiveness. So when we ask Allah for forgiveness, then we are asking Allah for forgiveness for the fact that we did not fulfill those prayers on time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we pray, accepts our forgiveness. But that does not mean He has forgiven us of the debt. The debt is still owed to us. So we need to make those qaza salahs. The example I gave is if somebody owes me £10,000 and he was supposed to pay me back on the 1st of January, and now it's the 2nd or 3rd or whatever of March, and he hasn't paid me back and I've been chasing him up and he's been ignoring me, then he realizes that he's done wrong to me. So he comes to me and says, Mufti Sahib, I apologize. I should have given it to you on the 1st of January. It's now the 2nd of March. And I say, apology accepted. But that does not mean that I have forgiven him the £10,000. I said, apology is accepted that you did not give your debt on time. As for the debt, of course I want it back. How are you going to pay it back to me? So he'll say, I'll give you £5,000 a month, or I'll give you £1,000 a month for the next 10 months, or whatever. So one shouldn't get confused about the forgiveness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive, obviously. However, any debt which is owed, that also needs to be fulfilled to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we now come to a break, inshallah. So we're going to take this break. We will return in a few minutes' time with some more questions and answers. I will share the number with you again. Till then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.